set up here. Good morning. Looks like there's somebody out there. Somebody? Mic going here. Set up. We've got one delivery today. It is warm today. What? It's 20. It's 24 degrees, but it feels so good. I'm I'm in heaven. All right, I got that. Let's see what we're doing. All right, text to speech. Text to speech. Let's turn this thing on. I think that's going to work. I like this. Slightly different setup today. Last but not least, let's go ahead and do the music. We're going to do the music. Cue the music. You know, when you got a mic on your shirt, you shouldn't say your passwords out loud. Just FYI. Music. Music. Turn that down. Live stream music. My live stream music. Wish I had more time in my life. I mean, not that I'm going to die any minute, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't mean that kind of time either. I mean, just time overall. You know, I don't have enough time in the day. I want to. Every time I do something like, oh yeah, I wanted to put some more songs in my live stream music.
At Mountainman-Q7L says, good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
Smell the donuts.
Yeah, they're smelling pretty good. This is they're in the cabinet, but their essence is throughout the entire van. So that's good. That's good. All right, cool. Here we go. We've got one delivery today. So, and it is the big donut place. Although it's the middle of the week, their delivery volume goes down a little bit, but let's do this. Got my coffee. Let's do that first. Ah, I love coffee. Okay, here we go. Let's go out and pursue happiness. It's my new motto. I stole it from the founding fathers. It really feels good. I mean, it's 24 degrees, but like I actually thought about not wearing one layer today. Like I have an outer jacket kind of thing, and I was going like, do I really need that?
Listener 207 says, good morning, Craig.
Good morning.
At Mountainman-Q7L says, one day at a time.
One day. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're just rolling out. Just left the bakery. This morning's probably going to be just about an hour. I don't think I'm going to stop and get gas today. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So it's just back. It's just one trip out and back today. Kind of an easy day. I got plenty of sleep yesterday. feel?
Q7L says I'm old and my time clock looks like a plane propeller.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible how fast time goes, especially as you get older. It's pretty fast. I mean, really, it's like almost the middle of February already. We got a Friday the 13th coming up. That's always good. And then Valentine's Day. And then actually, it's 20, well, now it's 22 degrees. But it's a little chilly right now. I mean, that is cold, but it doesn't feel bad because it's been so cold. But on top of that, it's going to get really warm.
Q7L says 24 here and supposed to be 60 today.
Wow. It's going from 24 to 60? I was about to say, ours, I don't think it's going to happen today. I think we're going to get to 40. But later this week, I think we have a day where we might hit 50. I think we're going to get close to 50. Well, where is that? Where is it going to be 60? Is that the Carolinas? I think if it's 60, people would be walking around with short sleeve shirts on, shorts.
Q7L says NC. Supposed to be 62 days and get back to normal.
Wow. It's a nice break, though.
At Susaner 207 says if that was up here in Massachusetts, we'd all be sitting on the beach.
Yeah, I know. I think we would in Maryland, too. It's pretty bad when 24 degrees feels good. And it's been a long time. I think that's the thing about it. It wasn't like a couple of days. It wasn't a week. It's been a few weeks that we've been dealing with this. Maybe the snow will start to melt.
Q7L says I wear shorts and t-shirts all year long.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't do the shorts. I do wear t-shirts all year long. I mean, I'm not outside, but as soon as I get inside, I do. I keep my house at 70 degrees. I think that's high, but I don't know, anything less than 70.
Sean White says good morning, let's go.
Hey, good morning, Sean. We were just talking about how it's going to get a little warmer today. A little.
Sean White says that's high, mine 68.
love to see 60 degrees. Sean, are you on the road yet?
Taman-Q7L says my legs don't get cold, but I do put on a jacket when necessary. At Sean White says it's 11 here. At Sean White says yup.
11. That's not good. 11 is still pretty cold. Yeah, I agree. My legs don't really get cold. I mean, I can handle pretty cool temperatures from that standpoint. I used to run.
Brunswick's Double Hazy says I haven't been able to feel my legs in 3 weeks.
Good morning. How's your new car? Look pretty cool.
Taman-Q7L says lol.
I have trouble with my hands. My hands get cold really fast.
Brunswick's Double Hazy says it's amazing.
Did you trade in your old one? Zoom. Oh, the delay should be less today, by the way. Let me know if it's noticeable. I'm trying something new today.
Brunswick's Double Hazy says yes. Actually got 1,500 for a 16-year-old car.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's not bad at all. I looked at my live stream from yesterday because there was a guy walking across the street down in Pikesville, Maryland, where so I get off the Beltway.
Q7L says Cameron, you must keep cars like I do. 1996 truck with 256,000. Still runs good.
Yeah, but do you work on your car? I don't think Cameron Swayze works on a car. Like that's when you can really, if you can keep a car going, like do your own maintenance. That's a good thing to be able to do.
Cayman-Q7L says I do and less can't.
I could say the same, but my unless can't is a pretty long list. like like anything beyond maybe oil stuff, like adding oil, silly stuff like that. I can do, but
Cayman-Q7L says was told that your oil was the key.
yeah, I think it is. That's what I don't understand about electric cars. Like, why do they have no? I know they have no maintenance, but like it seems like parts would still need to be. I mean, I know you don't need oil because you don't have it going through an engine like that, but like just general lubrication of parts things. I don't understand why they don't have to. Why their maintenance is considerably less. We need it to warm up for a little while, and then we do need a rain so get rid of all this salt on the road. It's going to be very messy for a couple of days when that happens. Like that is the one good thing about it being cold for as long as it has is that the snow is not, keeping the road wet. Because sometimes after a snowfall, it takes so long for the road to get dry. You're riding around with that road grime flying up on your windshield for days. We must have just missed this lake. It's a long one.
Cayman-Q7L says all our snow and ice have melted. Now just a muddy mess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It takes a while to get over snow. And we have so much of it. I mean, it's just piled up on the sides of the road. So once it starts melting, we're still that whole period of wet roads.
Cayman-Q7L says too old for the car washes to open. At Cameron's Ways Double Hazy says it's still really dense so it might take longer to melt in the first place.
Yeah, that's true. And like if it melts and goes straight down into the ground, we'll be all right. but it's the piles on the side of the road. I mean, they did go through my neighborhood last week and widen the roads. So the plows hadn't really gone curb to curb. They'd really just made 2 lanes, but they went through last week and made it a little wider. They finally realized it wasn't going to melt for a while.
Cameron's Double Hazy says the ground might not be warm enough to allow it to just sink in.
True. That's true. We're still freezing off the bugs. I don't think there was any new news on Nancy, what's it, Guthrie? Is that how you say it? I don't know how you say her last name. You know that missing lady out in Arizona? I haven't heard anything new on her. It's the mystery of the month.
Containment-Q7L says we are in a drought. So good just to lay there and melt. At Cameron's Double Hazy says at least we don't have frozen iguanas lying around.
Frozen? Who has that? Are there people with frozen iguanas?
Cameron's Double Hazy says Florida.
Did they really die? Oh, so they died and they're just like laying around? That's sad. They're all those little green things that you see running around?
Cameron's Double Hazy says it's too cold for them and they fall out of the trees.
Oh. That's a bummer. They got to learn. They've got to, the next step in their evolution has to be learning that when it gets cold, you should get out of the trees.
Cameron's Double Hazy says no, bigger ones. And they're not fully dead, just frozen.
Oh. That's even worse. Are they like laying on the ground and they're conscious, but they're completely frozen? That's not a good thing.
Cameron's Double Hazy says but there were around 5,000 euthanized recently.
On purpose? I guess that's what that means. Why would I'm getting deep into this subject. Well, I have this picture of the poor little guy like laying on the ground. He's frozen, but he's not dead yet. So he's just like looking around like he can barely move his lips. So he's like, can you give me something to eat? I mean, that's terrible, but...
Containment-Q7L says that would be a trip walking around and one fall out and hit you on the head.
Yeah, it could be dangerous. Maybe that's why they euthanized him. Well, like I do wonder about wild animals, even up here, right? Like we just went through a couple weeks.
I think they just can't do anything to care for them. There's too many.
But you know, we went through like what, two or three weeks.
Says, but they are an invasive species there.
So they don't like them. I guess. Well, what happens to our wildlife? Like let's say deer as an example, because we all know I like to talk about deer. So when we have day after day of temperatures, you know, like in the teens or even single digits, like when does it get too cold for a deer? Ever?
Plus 6448 says, good morning, Craig and everyone.
Good morning. We're on our way to our first delivery. We've only got one today. I've said first and only. Tuesday's a one-stop delivery run. Tomorrow will be two. Oh, and I just was talking to Jennifer, one of the bakery owners, and she said next week, I guess because it's next week where you've got like Fat Tuesday, there's something going on Wednesday with the bakery, like I think they have some kind of large order or something. But anyway, I have to go up to York probably Monday morning, York, Pennsylvania, to pick up some supplies for something they have to make by Wednesday. And I think it's going to be before my normal run on on Monday. So on Monday, I might be on like super early. I might like do a run up to York, Pennsylvania, and then come back and do my normal run for the deliveries on Monday morning. So that'll be interesting. I'll post it or put some times out there for that, but it might be the middle of the night. I can't imagine. I mean, you know, 5, 6 o'clock is pretty early for most people. This could be like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock.
Teamman-Q7L says, our deer just find a pine thicket and lay down.
Sounds good. What do we got? We got a school bus.
Teamman-Q7L says, we'll make a long day.
It will be a long day. But on Monday, I'm usually done when I leave. I mean, when I leave, you know, the bakery when I'm done with my delivery run. So it could be like a regular hours when you add it all up.
Prisoner 207 says, I think Wednesday might be King's Day.
Yeah. See, I think it is, right? So I think that's the name I couldn't think of. I think that's right. So I think that's the day that somebody orders something. I'm not sure what it is they're making. I'll have to look into that. I saw a note on the calendar, and then I said something to Jennifer, and she brought up the Monday run.
Listener207 says that's where they bake a baby king in the cake and whoever finds it is supposed to have good luck or something.
Oh, maybe it's connected to that. Huh. When is Easter this year? I haven't looked at that yet. I haven't seen that on the calendar yet. It's going to be spring before you know it. I want to get there's a house I want to get done before spring comes. Because then you got to shift your attention to outdoors. Cutting the grass, although I like to cut the grass.
+6448 says Luna New Year starts next week also. Not sure how that would affect the bakery though.
Moon pies. Oh. Oh. No, right now their big focus is Valentine's Day. Dipping strawberries, chocolate. Let's see if they come out. So I've got the video is through YouTube directly now, so it should be a little bit faster.
Listener 207 says Easter is April 5th.
April 5th. Okay, thank you. March, April. Okay. Not too far away. All right, let me call it. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's see what happens. You might hear this whole thing. Doesn't matter if you do. See, sometimes they don't get. Let's see if they just open the door or pick up the phone. Come on. Hey, it's Craig. I'm out back.
I got to. I'll meet you out there.
Thank you. See, now you can hear the whole conversation. How you like that? Oh, there they are. Let's go grab that. There's something on this rack called the New York crumb cake. Didn't come from our bakery. What's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Heading in. Good morning. You too. I mentioned before, they have a system in there where some kind of automated recording tells, well, not recording, but a voice tells you when everything happened. The drive-through window is open. The back door is open. The front door is open. And it's weird. Because it like never stops. Like when I'm walking through there, I usually hear the drive-through window open. Front door open. You'd think that would get a little old after a while. But they probably don't even, after a while, they probably don't even hear it. That's like me with my little speed alert. I think I mentioned that before, but my car tells me if I go over the speed limit, and it's set for 0 tolerance. So you can imagine, you know, you're going 50 miles an hour and all of a sudden you go 51 and it's like, makes that little dingy noise. And it was driving me absolutely, and it does it every time, right? So you go down to 49, then back to 51, bing! So I was going absolutely crazy and thinking I got to figure out how to turn this off. And there is a way not to turn it. You can turn it off, or you can like just make it a larger variance, right? So you can say like, well, don't tell me unless it's 5 miles over the speed limit or 10 miles. And I hadn't done anything about it yet, and then I just realized I don't even hear it anymore. I mean, it's happening, but I don't pay any. It's like I don't. It's almost like I don't hear it. It's weird, but you can do it with your brain. It's that was a profound statement right there. Somebody write that down. It's amazing what you can do with your brain. Probably the first person that ever said that. So Cameron Swayze, you still there? I'm curious, what made you switch from Ford to Honda? Like, was there something super appealing about the Honda? Or was there just nothing really interesting from Ford?
Squeeze double he says local dealerships.
Yeah.
Squeeze double he says Ford has forsaken me.
Moved away. Is this coming week? No. It's 2 weeks before the Daytona 500, right? So this weekend is Valentine's Day. Monday. But I thought Monday was President's Day. So if that's the case, is the Daytona 500 this coming weekend? Or is it 2 weeks? I'm confused. I thought there used to be a week between, like 2 weeks between. Like there was the Super Bowl, a weekend, and then the Daytona 500. But if President's Day is next Monday, maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm off a week, but I thought it was. If it is, then there's not going to be a weekend between them.
Double Hazy says this weekend.
Wow. So that's new, right? Didn't it used to be 2 weeks between? Is the Super Bowl a week later this year than usual? Now I know. Now you're going to come back and tell me, no, it's been like that for 5 years. but this is the first I've noticed that. I always thought there was an extra week in there.
Squeeze Double Hazy says it was 2 weeks, but now that the Clash isn't in Daytona, they no longer have 2 weeks of speed weeks.
Oh. Did they eliminate the Clash? The Clash is what we used to call, that was the Thursday, the duels, right? Did they start calling that the Clash? Do they not do it at all, or do they do it somewhere else? You can tell I haven't been closely following NASCAR for a few years.
Squeeze Double Hazy says no, it was the Bud shootout.
Oh yeah, the shootout. That's right.
Squeeze Double Hazy says it goes to different locations now.
Well, that's kind of weird. I don't know if I like that. I don't think I do. I mean, I like to be positive about things, but that one's not hitting me right.
At Cameron Squeeze Double Hazy says attendance was lacking at Daytona.
And, it's a shame.
Cameron Squeeze Double Hazy says it's been at the LA Coliseum and Bowman Gray in Winston-Salem.
And when do they do it? Do they still do it this week? Like, and the people just move between different venues? That seems odd, though, right? I mean, as a driver or the crew or anything, wouldn't it be better to just set everything up in one
Cameron Squeeze Double Hazy says
spot?
no, it was the week before the Super Bowl.
Oh. All right. When was do they still do the Rolex, the 24-hour race? I thought they did. That's probably all different now, too.
Cameron Squeeze Double Hazy says yes, but I'm not sure when that happened.
Did you hear about that they're doing the Indy cars in Washington, D.C.? I don't know which year. Are they doing that this year or next year? They're doing it. I just recently heard about it. So I can't imagine it's this year, but maybe it is. Look, I can see your Honda dealership from here. Heritage Honda. Right next to Bob Evans. You know, if you went to get service on your car, you could walk over to Bob Evans, have breakfast while they're working on your car. Bob Evans. I wonder why this light. I haven't figured out what the deal is with this light. Like sometimes
Craycray's Double Hazy says Jeff told me about the DC race and said it is this year.
it is. That's crazy if it's this year. Remember how it took Baltimore a long time to get ready for that race? I mean, you got to repair all the streets.
Q7L says Popeyes is close to where I have my Honda service center.
Well, yeah, there was Popeyes there too. Very convenient. They just opened a Popeyes near my house. And I haven't tried it out. I like Popeyes is pretty good. They're going to be opening a Raising Cane's in Owings Mills, which isn't too far from the Lenny's where I deliver Lenny's. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on that one. I want to see if they have like a grand opening, and they did like they did with. They have some kind of contest like Wendy's did. To see like the first 100 people get something. I don't know if Raising Cane's does the same thing or not. But they've been working on that for about maybe 6 months. 4 to 6
At
months.
Mountainman-Q7L says convenience since I love.
Yeah, I hadn't eaten at Popeyes, I don't think ever, until recently when they opened one near me.
Sean White says what time you staying live and kill?
Probably, I'm going to say maybe 10 or 15 more minutes. I'm almost back to the bakery. This morning it's really just an hour trip today. Yeah, you've almost got 24 hours of driving between me, Sean, John. Like you could just go Stream to stream.
Breeze Double Hazy says, what spot did the Pokies go into?
She said Popies, but I'm going to say that's Popeyes. That was kind of funny. I got to figure out, I got to interpret the way she says things sometimes. It is where Wendy's used to be. So Wendy's closed.
24. Carlitos says, good morning. How many drops did you have already?
Just one. On Tuesdays, I only have one delivery to make. So we did that, heading back to the bakery now. And then that'll be it for today. Tuesday's kind of a short day. And Tuesdays and Sundays, unless something is added to the schedule. The normal schedule is just one delivery on those 2 days.
Well, 333 says, good morning, Craig and chat.
Good morning. How are you? Happy Tuesday. So is next Tuesday? It was 1 week before what they call Fat Tuesday, right? Is that next Tuesday? I think it is.
333 says, doing great. How is your morning?
It's been good. Pretty low key. Just had the one delivery. Traffic's been good.
Plus 6448 says, good morning, NYGAL.
It's warming up a little bit in Maryland. I was saying earlier. Now it's still 24, so it's been steady. But that feels pretty good. And I think we're going to go to 40 today, which is unbelievable.
Well, 333 says, a pipe broke on my property, so the town guys AEW come to fix it this morning, side turning off water.
Oh, that's good. Well, has the water been turned off already? Or are the guys coming to do that? That's what the temperatures will do. Did you end up with anything flooded, like in your house or anything? Hope not.
Well, 333 says, they left it on cause I have steam heat and need water. House didn't get flooded, it's in yard.
Oh, okay.
At
Well,
Nigel 333 says,
good.
they coming at 730 am.
Oh, so they'll be there in a half hour. That's good. At least it's not in the house. Still, that's kind of a hassle. That can end up making a mess. I hate to hear stories about where people leave to go on vacation or something, and then they come back, a pipe has burst in their house somewhere and it's destroyed their basement, that kind of thing.
Sean White says I am going live when you are done.
Okay. Sounds good. Where are you now? I know you said you were driving, right? Are you in the city or outside? I like your thumbnails, by the way. Like the one with the three.
Sean White says, and yes, still a delay on voice to chat. At off, Sean White says in traffic heading.
Ah, good, good, good.
Alice 6448 says years ago I had a water main break that leaked into the house. We had to keep it that way for 36 hours.
Now, what do you mean keep it that way? Like you couldn't turn it off for 36 hours?
Alice 6448 says you need a permit to shut off service.
Oh.
Nigel 333 says if they make me pay for it I will cry.
Oh, yeah. That's not good. Water can really cause a lot of damage if it's in your house.
Human-27L says glad I'm on my well. Off and on when needed. At Hollis 6448 says the water just ran into the house. We opened all the traps and cleanouts so it just flowed through.
So you just sort of had a little river going through your house. Right.
People 333 says not sure how they will charge me for a town pipe breaking just cause it's in front of my house. At Nigel 333 says the town should cover that. At Hollis 6448 says yes, it's definitely an advantage having your own well. At Nigel 333 says but anyway I hope you have had a lovely morning, happy to catch you live.
Yes, yeah, I'm glad everybody made it. We'll be ending soon here. We're back at the bakery. But yeah, if anybody wants to continue watching some driving action, Sean is up in Boston driving around. He's a big truck making some deliveries. If you want to see some people driving around in snowy, well, it's not snowing now, but when it does, they drive.
333 says I'll have to check out OG's page.
Yeah, definitely should. He's got some interesting roads up there. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Sort of a quiet morning. Look at it. It even looks quiet here, doesn't it? It's 7 o'clock, but it looks like...
333 says just sub to him.
Cool. Very good. Yeah, he's a good guy, and you'll
Sean White says tie.
it's an interesting ride up there. Some of the streets are really pretty narrow. It was pretty cool watching. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit it.
Q7L says we appreciate you and the others.
Cool. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's fun having you guys along. It really is. So I hope everybody has a great day. I will be back tomorrow at 5:15 with a couple deliveries tomorrow.
6448 says take care everyone. At Nigel 333 says have a blessed day.
All right, you guys. You too. I'll talk to you later.